What I want to see from you now is I just want you to add a little bit more of a bend to your knees. See you later, Will. So add a little bit more of a bend to your knees, right? Because this is going to make you more mobile. Now, if you're super bent, that's no good. But if you're upright, you get hit with a hard shot, and you're going to be on shaky legs. You're not going to have anything under you. Or if you want to change directions real quick, you know, you're stiff, you're stuck. So then you gotta, you know, get out of the funk. So we always want to keep a nice bend to our legs in this boxing style, okay? So we want to keep that nice bend. And again, start your arms here on your sides and then just pull them up. So they should be protecting the ribs, like that, okay? And bend into it, sink into the stance like that, okay? And keep these straight and physically keep them on your eye sockets, okay? Good, like that. That's not bad. Now, this is the exercise that you're going to practice every day to get good at staying in the stance. It's called the twist. So if you watch me, if you watch my feet, I'm right here, and then I twist. Twist. Okay. See that? Yep. Now, the thing is for you, you got to do it while keeping your hands up, right? Okay. Now, looks a little bit goofy. Here's the reason that here's the reason that Cus D'amato taught the fighters, including Mike, to twist. It's a balance exercise. So it allows you, the idea is when I twist the opposite way, my feet and my stance have to be in the same exact position as when I started, and when I twist back, same exact position. If I have to adjust my balance, or if I'm on shaky legs and I don't have balance, right? That's why we do the twist, because it's an exercise that helps us improve our balance. So for the first, you know, couple weeks that we work together in this new stance that you're learning, you're not gonna have that much balance. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel a little bit off balance. Come in and do the twist every day, and then what's gonna happen is eventually you're gonna get to a point where you do feel balanced, right? And that's what we want. We wanna get you to a point where you do feel balanced, all right? So practice it every day, and then you will get balanced. So keep that bend in your knees, keep in that same stance that we started in, right? Your hips are square, you know, you're square with me. These are straight up like that. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead, try it. 180 degrees the other way. Go ahead, try it. You see? See what I'm talking about? It's awkward, right? See it? So, yeah, so twist back, so stay there. So that's what happens in the beginning, right? You don't have balance, and that's normal, right? That's why we do it every day. The key, watch my feet. See, there's...
It's the same place, yeah.
See that? There's nothing, there's no loss of balance. That comes with time, right? That comes with time, right? It's all about feeling out your body, right? It's all about, it's meant to give you different indicators. Oh, I need to put more weight on my back foot. Oh, I need to put more weight on my front foot. Oh, I need to, you know, make my feet a little bit wider. The rule of thumb in the stance with this style is you want your feet to be shoulder width apart. So you'll notice my feet, they're not out here like this, because this was outside my shoulders, but they're also not in here like this. Nope, they're right above my shoulders. That's where I want them, right? And I always have this nice bend to my knees. Okay? So go ahead, keep in that stance, keep those thumbs tucked in, keep those hands physically, keep them on your face like this, okay? Go ahead, try again. Yep, and take your time with it. Yeah, so don't beat yourself up over it, just make the subtle adjustments and take your time. It's like learning to walk again.
Yeah.
It's like learning to walk again, I know. That's what happens. Good. It's like learning how to walk again. That's how it is. What you're gonna do though is you're gonna come in every day, you're gonna practice it when, you know, right after you jump rope and stuff. We usually get in the ring, we usually do it together. I'll usually do it with you in the beginning. But you gotta practice that every single day in order to get good at it. And again, the reason is we wanna get balanced. You getting out of here? Oh, this is mine, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Dropping everything tonight. So, all right, so you're gonna practice that every day. That's the first, we call it the moves, all right? That's what they called it back in the day. Mike Tyson did them, all the fighters at the gym did them. They're repetitions that you do every single day so that you don't gotta think about it anymore, okay? So you're gonna practice, it's called the twist. Now, the twist, it has a dual purpose, right? So not only does the twist help us with our balance, but it's also a faster maneuver for if we get in a tricky situation. So the idea is that, let's say we're boxing, and then let's say you get behind me. So we're in close and then you get behind me. What do most fighters do? You know, they're here. Oh my God, right? Like this, they're like this. But go ahead. Yeah, instead, let's do it again. So we're boxing, you get behind me. What am I gonna do instead? Here, boom, boom, boom. Come right back, right? I'm not just gonna try to frame you and just stay out. No, no, you get behind me, I'm here, boom, 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 right? And I'm ready to go immediately. So the idea is, if you get in that situation, boom, you're right there. But again, you know, let's say you're over here, and you know, let's say I miss you for whatever reason. If I can do a full twist, that's going to be easy as well, right? So it's going to be easy to do a half a twist, which is a lot faster than just like this right here, you know? So it's all about speed, right? Speed kills. So, you know, that's what it's all about in this style. So that's why we do the twist, okay? Looks goofy. You're never going to see it at any other boxing gym. Cus D'amato taught it, Teddy Atlas taught it to all the fighters here back in the day, okay? So you're going to practice that every day. Give me a couple more, and you're going to alternate. You're going to go left, right, left, right, left, okay? Go ahead. Make sure you got that good stance to start out. I like it, but what I'll tell you is, so if your feet are out of whack, don't twist from that position. Make the adjustment, readjust your feet back to the right place. So again, start here, make sure everything's in, make sure you're like this. And if my feet get out of whack, like they're too much out, I'm not gonna keep twisting. I'm gonna, make the adjustment, and then I'm back. Right? And I'm gonna make the adjustments as needed. So take your time in between them, and this is a feeling out process, okay? So make sure, let's get back in that good stance, right? A little bit more bend in the knees, just a tiny bit. You know, what I like to tell people is sink into it, but don't be out here, again, like this, okay? Good, like more in, like that. That's what it's gotta look like, okay? Okay, practice again. Take your time in between each one. Fix your feet in between. Yep, feel out your balance. And in the beginning, you'll have a tendency to look at your feet. Try to just develop the self-trust. Don't worry about looking at your feet, just feel. This is a feeling out process. Balance is about feeling, it's not about looking, okay? Go ahead. So act like you're looking ahead at your opponent, but then just feel it out, good. And keep here the whole time, good. Yep, fix those feet, good. Keep those elbows on. There you go. All right, so we're gonna stop doing the twist for now, but that is your basic balance exercise that you're gonna practice every single day, okay? Super important. Now that we got the twist down, the next thing that I wanna go over with you is beginner footwork, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get here, so go ahead, stand right next to me. What we're gonna do is all you're gonna do is you're gonna get in your stance, and we're gonna practice forwards and backwards, and then left and right, because I wanna make sure that your feet look good in this new stance, right? You might have been able to do it in your old style, but in this new stance, we gotta make sure you're doing it right. So the general idea when you move your feet is the way that I like to explain it is like, you wanna imagine like you're a chess piece, like a knight, right? So you're just gonna move your position across the board basically, but a knight is not gonna turn into a queen. A knight is not gonna turn into a king. What do I mean by that? If I stand right here, and then I move and my feet are like this, now I'm different. If I move and I'm like this, or if I move and I'm like this, if I move and I'm like this, no, you don't want that. You want to keep the same exact position. You just want to advance it, right? So I keep the same stance, but I'm just watching me. I'm like this, right? That's it. Go, keep going. Good. That looks good. Again. Now twist. So when you get to the rope, I want you to twist, and then I want you to go the other way. Keep going. Yep, keep going. Now twist. Good. Good. Keep those thumbs tucked. Good. Twist. Go ahead. Good. Good. Now don't twist, just go straight backwards. Keep going. Now go backwards. Okay, I like it. It looks pretty good actually for your first time. But what I'm gonna tell you, this is the feedback I'm gonna give you. So instead of dragging your feet, you wanna try to be light on your feet, right? So watch me. It's like I'm stepping. Light on the feet. Go ahead. Yeah. Keep those elbows in, keep those elbows in. See what naturally starts to happen? You start to, yep, keep them in here. Keep them in here the whole time. Good. Yep, good. Good. Make a fist. Good. Good. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Good. 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 Keep those elbows in a little bit more. Rest them up on the rib cage, literally. Yep, good. Forward again.
Forward again.
Yep. Or go forward, yeah, go forward. Keep those thumbs tucked. So these little details, like keep your thumbs tucked or keep those elbows in a little bit more, they're the little details that make a difference. The little details that make a difference. Good. Twist. All right, right? So that's good for now. So that's your forward, backwards, forward. So now what I want you to do is instead of going like boom, 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 because I can see that you can kind of pretty much do it, I want you to shuffle forward. So you're gonna get in your stance, right? And watch me, you're gonna go like this. Like that, okay? Go ahead.
Might take me 1 or 2 times.
Oh, that's fine, don't worry about it. Just make it smooth. Right? It's not too bad, but so have you ever shuffled before? You know, shuffling like this?
Yeah.
You know how it's one, go ahead, shuffle across for me. See how it's one continuous motion?
Yeah.
That's what footwork is. Footwork is this. Right? That's what footwork is. It's one continuous motion. But you got to keep in the same stance, right? You're here now. Just keep in the same stance. Go ahead. Or let's do forward backwards though. Yeah, go ahead. It's just like shuffling. Light on the feet. See, already way better. Already way better. Good, good, good. See, you already naturally get the idea. Now the thing we got to work on, we don't want to bend these. Remember, we want to keep these wrists straight. Now, that's it. When you do your footwork, when you want to go forward, left foot goes first, right? And then the back foot follows, and you keep the same stance the entire time. You always got to know where your feet are. This is going to help you with that, and it's going to help you get comfortable moving around in this new stance that you've learned. So you're going to practice that. So if I want to move forward, the left foot, or the lead foot, it leads the dance. Now if I want to go backwards, the rear foot leads the dance, right? Now the same thing if I want to go left and right. If I want to go left, left foot goes first. If I want to go right, right foot goes first. But here's the key. Again, a lot of guys that make the mistake. Number one, continue to self-correct the mistakes that you make like this or like this or like this. Continue to auto-correct those mistakes while you do this. But one of the mistakes a lot of guys will make when they start doing lateral footwork, the left-right footwork, is here like this, here like this, or here like this, or they'll get here and then they'll be too far, right? No, watch. See how my feet, they stay in a stance the whole time? I'm not going like this, and when my feet land, I'm not going, my stance isn't all out of whack, no. Because what happens? If I'm too wide or if I'm too skinny, I'm out of position, I'm out of balance, right? So if I'm skinny like this, go ahead, try to push me over, just give me a push. Right? You can give me a real push. Go ahead. Give me a real push. Right? Say I have no balance. Okay? Go ahead. Try to give me a push. Right? See that? See that? Even if you give me a little bit, I still have balance there. Right?
Yeah.
It's because my feet are where they need to be. Right?
Yeah.
So go ahead. Face that way, and I want you. Face that way, and good like that. And I want you to go right, and then when you get to the ropes, I want you to go left. Okay? So. Keep those thumbs tucked in. Good. Good. That's it. That's it. Yeah, I know. The canvas is a little bit messed up.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things I keep seeing from you, that looks good, by the way. One of the things I keep seeing from you, you don't want your arms to be too much here, right? You don't want it to be too much like this. Instead, what you want is you want your arms to be more like, again, you want to start with your arms at the sides and just pull up. So naturally they're guarding the rib cage, right? If you pull them too much out here, leaving it open again, right? So start here and pull up. That's where you want the arms to be, okay? And when you get there, again, sink into it. Sink into it. So you got that nice bend and you got that nice crouch, okay? Go ahead. That's it. Way better. Go ahead, keep those thumbs tucked. Much better. Again. Again. Good. All right, not bad at all, not bad at all. All right, so that's your forward, backwards, and side-to-side footwork. You have to practice that footwork every single day, even on the days that I'm not here, or as much as you're gonna make it in. We'll talk about that. So you gotta come in, and as a part of your warm-up, you're gonna jump rope, then you're gonna hop in the ring, you're gonna go forward, backwards, left, right, okay? Now, the other piece to your footwork is instead of the lateral and the forward, backwards, it's circling. So what I want you to do is I want you to, so watch me real quick, so give me a little bit of space. So what I want you to do is I want you to start here, up against the ropes, and then I want you to practice circling the ring. Circling the ring like this. And when I change directions, I want it to be smooth. Right? And just practice circling around the ring. Okay? Circling around the ring. Like this. Circling around the ring. Okay? So go ahead, get right there, and just practice circling a little bit, okay? And keep that stance. Good. There you go. That's it. A little bit more of a bend. Good. Keep them on the cheekbones. Yep, circle, and then circle the other way when you get there. Go ahead. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, so stop real quick. So what I want you to work on is while you move, it looks good. Have a little bit more of a bend, more of a crouch stance, and make sure your hands and your arms are where they need to be, okay? Make sure they don't get out of position. Now this is what I'm gonna have you do. You're gonna go forward, backwards, around, around, and then when you get back to the middle, you're gonna come forward, and then you're gonna do it. So it'll be like this. It'll be forward, backwards, right, left, forwards, backwards, left, right, forwards, forwards, backwards, left, right, forwards, backwards, right, left, forwards, backwards, left, right. Just gonna alternate, okay? So start there, and when you're circling, use the whole ring. So don't, make sure your back is pretty much near the ropes. Not up against the ropes, but near them, okay? Keep those elbows on, backwards. There you go. That's it. Keeping your eyes like they're on an opponent. Good. Keep those elbows in. Keep those hands where they need to be. Not bend, straight up and down. It's okay. This is why on the first day we just focus on these basics, right? And then you have the next several months to practice these. Right? You're not gonna get a day one, you got months to practice it. Keep those hands on the cheekbones though. Keep those hands on the cheekbones and keep those elbows in. All right, now go the other way. Good. Excellent. Excellent, Jaden. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's good. Stop there. So, that, you're a little bit winded. You're like, I haven't done this in a minute, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
So, that right there, you look pretty good for day one, but in a couple months, you're going to look back at this footage and be like, man, what the fuck is he doing? You're going to be like, you're going to look so much better because the nice thing with the Cus style is you learn the basics, right? I'm going to show you all the basics, all the movements you need to learn day one. And then we're gonna practice them to perfection over the course of the next several months to where you don't even gotta think about it anymore, right? I tell you to say, hey, Jaden, stop all this, boom, you stop, boom, 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 and you're ready to throw. You know, you don't even gotta think about where your feet are at. You don't even gotta think about moving. You don't even gotta think about slipping, which is our next subject here. So, that's your footwork. You got your twists, your footwork. Now I'm gonna teach you the basics of slipping punches. So, get in that stance, right? You're right here. Sink into that stance, keep your right? Now the way that you slip in the Cus style is straight over, left and right, okay? So watch my torso, it's all in the waist. So if you watch my torso, it's here, here. So if I'm here with you, so don't even worry about doing it yet, it's here, here, okay? Okay. And the key is it's straight over and it's these controlled movements. It's not here, here, it's here, here. And you just get faster at it over time. So it's over to the left, over to the right, over to the left, over to the right, right? So it's like that, but, and I'll show you how to do it in a minute. So, but that's the basis and it's outside the shoulder because what happens when you just want to slip a little bit, if I slip just like this, if you throw your punch out and I'm still gonna get clipped a little bit. I'm still in line for a punch. But if I slip far, I have the potential of missing 2 punches, right, with 1 slip, right? But if I just slip a little bit, I might miss the punch, I might not miss the punch. If I slip far, I'm definitely gonna miss the punch. I might even miss 2 punches. So you're gonna slip outside the shoulder and it's all in the way. So what we don't wanna see is we don't wanna see this. Like when you're slipping, we don't wanna turn it. No, it's all here. It's like a windshield wiper. It's like a windshield wiper, straight over, straight over. And you don't want your head to stay in the center line. So I don't wanna go like this, right? I don't wanna be like that. I don't wanna leave my head on the center line. It's all, watch me, it's all one piece. See where my head moves with my body. My upper body, it's all one piece. It all moves together. So when I'm in the stance, slip, slip, I'm outside the shoulder, but it's all one piece, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and just try slipping left and right. Keep your elbows in. Go ahead and try it out for me.
Okay.
So you're keeping that head a little bit. So make sure they're shoulder width apart. Don't want to get them too wide. Now, what I see is your head's on the center line. You're leaving your head. You're going like this, right? So make sure, again, this is all just one piece. So slip it all over, okay? Go ahead, try again. That's better, like that. Yeah. Still leaving your head in the center a bit. Make it all one piece. Don't turn the head at all. That's it, like that. That's better. That's better. Slip straight over left and right. Straight over left and right. Keep those elbows in. Now, one thing that you're doing, it looks good, but you're a little bit too upright. So the balance test is that. See that? See that? It sneaks up on you. You don't even realize it. So have that crouch. Make sure your feet are in the right position, but don't be too upright. That's why we have a little bit of a crouch in the stance so that we can slip left, right, left. The thing that we're going to work on, and I'm going to show you the footage, is not leaving your head on the center line. Right now, so try to all one piece, all one piece, all one piece. Go ahead. Keep those hands up. Go ahead. Try. Go ahead. Slip, slip. Like that's better. That was better. Outside my shoulder. Good. Crouch a little bit more forward.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not bad. Keep those elbows in on the rib cage. Yeah, like that. Like that. That's it. Straight over. Straight over. No turn in the torso. It's just straight over, side to side. Your waist is going to be sore tomorrow if you do it right. Okay. So it's not bad. It's not bad. We're going to continue to work on it, but that's the idea. The idea is to slip straight over left and right, right? You slip straight over like this. You don't see if your leg is too far back, what's naturally going to happen? You're going to slip like this.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure that we're straight, we're square, so that we can slip straight over, and it's all, see me? It's all in the waist. It's all in the waist, okay? So that's the way we want to do it, all right? And I'm going to send you some resources that you can watch so that you can kind of practice on your own time, because I want you to practice on your own time as well.
Yep.
So that's one of, that's 2 ways to slip a straight punch. Slip left and slip right. Now what's the other way? It's called the knee bend. So the knee bend is where you're here, and then you just drop straight down. Straight down. But notice, yeah. So, but you'll notice I turn my foot as I drop down. Turn my foot as I drop down, right? Not a ton, so you're turning it so much to where you're turning it so it's like that. You want to keep these knees straight, just turn the toe. That's it when you go down. But notice your elbows come out, so keep these in. If anything, crouch more forward, but keep, oh yeah, go ahead. So the knee bend is another defense against straight punches. So the knee bend is where you go straight down, right? Straight down, straight down. That's good. So keep your eyes on me even when you go down. Keep that chin tucked. Remember, you don't have to see my face. You just have to see this. So that's it. Keep those elbows on the ribs the whole time. Watch me. Even when I go down, see where my elbows stay? See where my elbows stay? Right? That's where you want your elbows. Go ahead. That's it. Keep your eyes on your opponent. Good. Straight up and down. That's it. Like that. Good. Good, but don't come up too much because your legs are locking. You're coming up a little bit too much to where it's like this. Make sure it's you come into your stance. So you come into where you still have a nice little bit of bend in your knees, okay? So go ahead, practice a couple more times. Keep those elbows in. That's it, like that, like that, like that. Good. Good, excellent. Don't lock your legs. Don't lock your legs. Stay in the bend. Yeah, that's it. But keep those elbows in. Turn that, yeah. See, it's a lot to manage. You're thinking about, you're thinking about 5 different things at once. This is why in this style, we take our time with it. That's why we take it slow in the style, so that you have the time, all the time in the world to practice these subtleties. Oh, are my elbows coming out when I do it? Oh, are my hands, you know, whacking out? Like, you have all this time to practice, you know? And when you have somebody that knows what they're doing over your shoulder, they can be like, hey, you're doing that, and you didn't realize it. It can also be helpful to tape yourself sometimes, to video it. Then you can check your form yourself, okay? So that's the knee bend. So that's your 3 defenses against straight punches. And again, we're gonna practice those every time we work together, and we're gonna get better at those. And I'm gonna teach you how to master them, master those movements on the equipment, okay? So have a good night, right? So I'm gonna teach you how to master that stuff on the equipment, okay? So now, what happens when we get in close and we wanna fight though? You can come a little bit closer. When we get in close, are people gonna be really throwing a lot of straight punches? No, what are they gonna throw? They're gonna throw a hook. So go ahead, throw a hook, right? So that's what we wanna do, is throw the other one, right? That's called weaving, right? So weaving is your defense against round punches. Now the key is you can't do that with your hands in this style. We gotta stay here, and what we're gonna do, we wanna view it like drawing a wide U. So you start here, you drop, and you draw it like this. And again, it's outside the shoulders. So I weave here to here, I weave here to here. Now the key is when you're weaving, don't have your elbows come out, don't have your chin come up. Nope, tuck like this, okay? Tuck like this. And again, you don't want to pull your hands down, and you're not turning. It's like, no, you stay square the entire time. You stay square with me your entire time, okay? So keep those elbows in. Start where we talked about. Start there. Keep them in like that. Now weave. Go ahead, draw that wide U. Keep your eyes, yep, so you can see me. Now the key with weaving, not bad. The key with weaving is again, we don't want to come up and lock our legs in place, right? We want to keep that bend. And the key with weaving is you want to go low enough to make me miss my punch. You want to come up high enough to where you think that I'm going to be there. So if we're in fighting, you go to throw that hook, and then I'm here, I weave high enough to where, oh, you're like, this motherfucker's head's right there. Go again. So I'm here, go ahead again. Boom, boom, right? Yeah. That's the idea with weaving. We want to trick the other guy. We want to condition ourselves to come up higher than most fighters would, so that he thinks we're going to be there, sets us up for another movement. Yeah. Or maybe I'm here, go ahead, throw that hook. Maybe I'm here, and then throw the other one, right? And it sets me up for different things, right? There's different things to do. I can get to the side, right? You'll learn that in time, but we want to weave, come up high, but low enough to make a miss, okay? So all I'm going to do is start in that nice stance that we talked about, get that nice crouch, a nice bend to your legs, keep those wrists straight, right? And keep the hands on the cheekbones, right? So like that. And I want you to literally visualize yourself drawing that U, and I'm just going to throw these wide shots. You're going to slip, or weave rather, outside the shoulder, okay? Go ahead. All in the legs, so you don't want to bend your back, it's all in the legs. It's not bad. It's not bad. That's it. So you're pretty good at that for your first time. This is it. We got all the time in the world to work on this. So that's your defense against round punches, okay? Now I'll teach you later how to slip uppercuts, which is it's slipping. You'll learn all of that, but I don't want to overwhelm you, right? So you got slipping straight punches, right? You got, so what are the ways that we slip straight punches? Tell me. What are the ways that we learned today? The knee bend. So it's called the knee bend. And we got left and then right, right? And then we got the weaving for the round punches, okay? Now, what's the balance exercise that we learned today? The twist, right? The twist, okay? So we learned the twist today so you can practice the balance. We also learned how to keep your hands in the right spot. We learned, the little mistakes that you might make that you're gonna have to watch out for. We also learned the basic footwork, okay? You're gonna learn the basic footwork, and you gotta work on that every single day. You know, how fast you progress in it is based on how determined you are, how quickly you pick things up. To do the Cus style effectively, you gotta make sure everything's tight. Everything's gotta be tight, unless you're gonna get hurt, because you're this big square target. If you're this big square target and you don't know how to move, you don't know how to punch effectively, forget about it, right? So, you know, going forward, obviously we'll we'll figure it out. We're gonna keep working on this stuff. You know, it's already a style that you learn slow. You're gonna learn it a little bit slower than usual because I'm only in here twice a week. The fighters back in the day here, they were learning it 7 days a week, and they were in a gym with 15, 20 other people that were doing the style with them. with Teddy Atlas and Cus D'amato over the shoulder. So they got better a lot faster. You're going to get better, but you're just going to do it slower. Yeah. So this style is going to be about patience, especially if you're working with me. Yeah. But that being said, you know, when the time comes, I'm not sending these guys to fights yet until I switch into doing this full time. But when the time comes and you guys are ready to fight, you can be killers, because we're gonna build a stable of fighters in here. Because like I said, right now there's not that much activity in here, but over time, you know, guys like you and guys that are more serious, they're going to come in. We're going to build a stable of fighters, and then iron sharpens iron. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what it's all about. And we'll bring this club back to what it used to be. But you're going to learn this style the right way. So I'm going to send you some.
Slow and then we'll
absolutely. So I'm going to send you some resources. I want you to practice what we went over here today on your own time. Okay? So the slipping, the weaving, the footwork back. You know, the footwork, the lateral forward, backward, the circling. And that's all I want you to focus on. Well, that's all we're going to focus on for the first 1 or 2 weeks, okay? And then within that period, I'll start to show you punches, everything else. That being said, that's your base. All right.
Thanks,
so
man.
good work tonight.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's a bit different than I'm used to, but I would
You'll
say
get it.
I like this style more.
Yeah.
More strong.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And the nice thing is you know, once I teach you how to use that willy bag over there, eventually we're going to get you to the point where you can throw a 4-punch combination in a second, in less than a second. You can get off with 4 punches. So imagine you create that opening, and most boxers go, no. What if you get there, and then you spring back, right? That's what we're going to get you to. That being said, it takes a lot of hard work to get there. You got to really take it slow. You know, you got to trust me to take you there in order to do it. A lot of people, they rush this style, unfortunately, and that's the problem. You know, but we're going to take it slow. I'm going to show you the right way, okay?
Thanks, man.